what you did to me. Ain't that the way it goes? When you cheated, girl, my heart bleeded, girl. So it goes without saying that you let your feelings hurt. Just 'cause that's the case, it's a scenario. Tale as old as time, girl, you got what you deserve. Jay,
Want somebody to lonely night. You wish you had somebody to come and make you right. But girl, I ain't nobody.
We're on the third floor of Benton Hall with Power Chord. Can we start with introductions, like name, position, if you have any, major and year at OSU?
Yeah, I'm Natalie. I am the president of the group. I am a junior here, and I am majoring in food science and fermentation. So.
I'm Connor. I'm the music director currently. A second year studying music production.
Nice, pretty relevant.
I'm Julianne. I'm fourth year. It's my last year and my fourth year in the group. I don't have an actual position, but longest remaining member, and I'm studying graphic design.
Awesome. So I wanted to ask you guys, like, what inspired each of you to join Power Chord?
I sang all through high school, and I actually wasn't planning on auditioning for the group. But a friend of mine who's also in the group, she forced me to audition, and I'm so glad that she did. Game changer for my life.
Some healthy peer pressure, I guess.
Yeah, it was more like she was a really good friend of mine. She was like, "Hey, you're gonna do this," and I was like, "I'm okay." She's like, "No, you're gonna do it." So I'm really glad that I did.
I think that, me and Natalie have, we went to high school together and we sang in the same choir for like 2-3 years or so. And then they performed at my high school when I was still in high school, because she's a year older than I am. And they sang, mostly it was kind of just one specific song, but like I was planning on auditioning anyways because I knew her and another person in the group really well. So I just kind of wanted to stick with them. So yeah, I just wanted to be with my friends.
For me, I've been singing literally my entire life. I was in choirs when I was younger, in elementary school, middle school, and high school. And I always loved the idea of being in an a cappella group, but I didn't know of them when I came here. My older sister goes here, and she just asked me one day, when I was a freshman, it's like, "Hey, do you want to audition for this a cappella group with me? I'll buy you dinner. Like, we just go." I'm like, "Okay, what do I have to know?" It's like, any song, just sing it a cappella. And so I figured, why not? That sounds fun. And here I am.
4 years later.
I've been super curious. How do you guys choose your songs?
Mostly a lot of suggestions.
Really? From OSU students or from?
Just people in the group mostly.
Yeah, people in the group. Any hidden desires. Like, I've been wanting to do this song for as long as I can remember. Mm-hmm. And we have a lot of connections with people arranging songs. Like, Connor arranges a lot of our songs. Our past music director, he arranged all of our songs.
Yeah.
And he's a still connection for us. So
How long has Power Chord been around at OSU?
Power Chord's been around for about 5 years. I think this is the 6th year that it'll be around. It was around before, and then for a few years it wasn't really around. And so a group of people, they kind of recollected it and put it back together. And so it's been a long time coming to get our name back out there, but we're doing a lot better.
Nice. How do you guys create the cohesive sound that Power Chord is? Because I've heard you guys in the plaza, and I was very impressed.
We all kind of practice at the same time. We all rehearse, we sing through songs, and then mostly I just pick out little things that need fixing, or other people suggest things that need fixing or nitpicking, and we just kind of go from there and fix little things until it comes together and sounds just the way it is.
Yeah, and a lot of it too is the audition process. We have auditions and then we have callbacks. So auditions are primarily looking at people's solo voices, and then callbacks we see how voices blend together. And so if you have somebody who's a great solo voice but they just can't really blend with the group, it's kind of frustrating. But that's where it really comes together. So.
So what kind of songs do you primarily sing? Like any certain genre, or do you guys kind of go into just a lot of different ones?
Yeah.
It's been kind of all over.
Yeah.
We don't really do any specific genres. We've sung from the Black Keys, or
Nice.
Justin Timberlake, that kind of stuff.
Okay.
Just
Yeah.
all over the board.
Just all over the board. And then what would you say was favorite performance and favorite song that you guys performed, each of you? I know, that's a hard question.
Oh, that's a really hard question. Actually, one of my favorite songs is one we're learning right now. We haven't performed it, but so far it's been my favorite, which we're actually about to perform for the KBVR.
Nice.
I
Tell
think-
us what song it is.
Yeah, it's Work Song by Hosier. However you say his
Nice.
last name. Yeah, but I think performing at ICCAs is definitely
Yeah.
the biggest, just emotional
Right.
rush.
Yeah.
It's so much fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's kind of the show that we build up for. That's like our
The
main
main show.
show for the year.
So
And
the
then
end of the year kind of thing.
It's in January.
yeah,
so
so,
it's
January, so
right
it's like
in the
not
middle.
even
Yeah.
But I don't, and that like, there's no specific song. I feel like it's mostly just that performance because there's just so much energy and so much like work put into it that at the end it just feels like it's the best performance that we've done at the
Yeah.
time. But it's just really fun in general.
Yeah, for me, honestly, it's less about the music itself as it is to the environment around it and the people I'm with singing with. So it's all about the experience that goes along with it rather than the one specific song we're doing, you know.
Right.
Yeah, I agree. We've been singing all sorts of different songs, and throughout all of my years in this group, I've felt the most during certain moments. It didn't matter what song it was. It's just when we were all together, standing and singing, and it's just there's sometimes you don't feel it as much, but once the group is like everyone is paying attention and everyone is so into what they're doing, you just can feel it, and you know the
Yeah.
audience can feel it too.
One of my favorite things is sometimes in rehearsals we turn all the lights off so all you
Yeah.
can hear is the music, and it gives me
love that.
chills because it just fills my whole body with just gorgeous music, and it makes me so happy. It's so fun because we're like okay, we're gonna turn the lights down, and all the members are like, what's happening? And then we do it and they're like, whoa,
This is intense.
whole new level. Yeah,
So what does music mean to each of you?
that's also a really hard
That's a
question.
hard question. I know.
I don't know. I mean, music, I guess, one of my grandmother's favorite quote is, music washes away from the soul the dust of everyday life. And I love that quote because it's so true. It's like music is just one of those things that just really kind of gets me through the day, and it's just that extra thing that just helps my life. I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah. It seems like nowadays music is like super important to a lot of people. But for me personally, it's just like there's all this, especially in college, there's all this like stress from like midterms and finals and classes and all that stuff. But then music is just that one thing that like I can just put on headphones or something and then just all it's out of my mind, and I just have the music in there, and that's all I care about at the moment.
Awesome.
Yeah, for me, I grew up surrounded by music. Like my grandmother was the organist at my church. My grandpa was an opera singer and a professor of music.
Wow.
And yeah, I just grew up around music constantly, and my parents met in choir when they were in university, and so I've been singing my entire life. So music is just my life. It's just I
life,
can't imagine life without it.
That's pretty powerful. Thank you so much for having me today
Yeah.
and letting us get to experience your practice.
Of course.
Thank you.